So I spent the last couple of days of the trailer build doing most of the 12 volt, some of the 110 shore power. I'm waiting on the inverter, so I can't really complete that setup. This is all the solar. It's gonna, little control panel. Energy's going to sit in the recessed area, and the remote for the heater. And I've yet to finish the shower. Obviously, got to get the base sealed in, then I can get the panels on. And then I've got the little propane on demand heater is going to go up in there, and it'll be well vented as well. It's going to be an electric vent up directly above it, and it's propane hot water on demand, so you won't get too much CO2 with a well vented trailer. And I've got the fan on, and the doors will probably be open here in California. It's mainly just to have a quick rinse after the races when we go dirt bike riding. So I've now got the countertop is in. I've got to just, I had to pry this off because I forgot to run the electrical for the ceiling light in the shower. Get that back on and start thinking about finishing this once I get the shower in now. I've got two Group 27 AGM. These are West Marine batteries because I'm in the marine industry, so I get a good discount on these guys. I think they're 92 amp hour batteries. I've got the Renogy 200 watt solar on the roof. I've got a Victron DC to DC charger coming also, so we're running some power off the car. And then I've got the box on the front. I was hoping to get the propane in here, but it turns out now I'm just going to only get my 13 gallon water tank and the diesel tank for the heater. Propane will probably go, I'll make a bracket. That's only a small bottle, a little marine bottle I'm going to use. I'll sit there, or maybe it might fit in behind here possibly. I got the spare wheel I put up on the front. I will paint the wheels, they're black at some point. Got the light on the side now, and a couple of spotlights on the rear, LEDs, ventilation I've utilized still. It's taken me a long time to get all the insulation off. I had to do a lot of reinforcing because you can't see it, I've covered it up, you'll see in the photos behind here. There's inch plywood glued and screwed. It's going to be a little window there. On the right hand side there'll be I think it's a 20 by 30 window with a fold up table. I'm not decided on how I'm going to do the beds yet. Probably two flip down bunk beds, or maybe a futon, because I still want to have enough room to carry two bikes with the bed down, maybe three with it up. There'll be shelving up across the back here, just a small shelf, some small cupboards above the window on the right side, and probably 3 or 4 foot length overhead cabinets there. Same here, just some small spaces. I will build some drawers into this when I get this finished. I think I'm going to have just enough room to put a little RV truck 12 volt fridge up in there if all goes well. Was going to put it down below, but it just wouldn't give me the ventilation and the clean air that I want around the heater, because you're very limited on space on these little 10-foot trailers. I've had to really, but it's coming together. Like I say, I get the inverter and the DC charger I think tomorrow or the next day, and maybe get most of the electronics and electrical operational, and then we can start doing some finishes on the walls, and then start putting some thought into the flooring. Probably just be some rubberized matting, at least on the bike side of things. And then probably just going to go with cedar or probably pine at this point. Everything seems to be sold out. Other roofing materials, probably just some cheap tongue and groove, because it's light And at the end of the day, this is just a race trailer slash camper. It's not really a high-end RV, although I've done, you know, pretty high-end install on most of this. But yeah, so I think it's coming along quite nicely. Get this finished up the next week or so, time permitting. There you go, trailer update.